So a few years back, I started praying that God would give me opportunities to be blessings to someone throughout the day. So in my morning prayer or my night prayer the day before, I would ask that God give me opportunities throughout my day to be like a simple blessing to someone, and you know, and it was more of an experiment than anything. So, but I was truly amazed like the way God was working. So it'd be all kinds of things. So sometimes like I wouldn't even leave my house for most of the day because I'd be working from home, and but like there'd be someone in the parking lot that needed help changing the tire, or I'd be traveling home and there'd be like an elderly lady on the plane that just needed help like getting on the plane and knowing how to do everything, so I'd be able to help her and do that. So it was just amazing the kind of things God would put in my way to just be a blessing to someone, and it was just really awe-inspiring when you pray for those type of things. One of the first situations God put in my path was when I was flying home for Thanksgiving. There was this elderly lady that came up to me and started talking and asking about questions about how the boarding works, where does she sit, and how does she know when to get on the plane and all of this type of stuff. And she had mentioned that she didn't fly much, so a lot of it was new for her. And so I was explaining some of the things and how the boarding works and the seating, because it was Southwest. So back then, it was by zones and you just sit in whatever seats available. And if I'm being honest, I wasn't really in the mood for having a conversation. I just wanted to get home. I was tired after a long day. But at that point, God was like, this is what you've been praying for. Like, I'm giving you one of these situations to be a blessing. Take advantage of it. And so at that point, I was like, okay, let me do my best. So my mindset completely switched. I I was answering her questions and just making conversation, asking her questions. And as an introvert, like, it's not easy for me to have conversations with strangers, but God really blessed me because she was so easy to talk to. She was very talkative and just did most of the talking. So she was asking me questions and I was answering her, being as friendly as I could. Um, I ended up helping carry her bags on the plane, and she sat with me, and she asked if she could sit with me. I was like, of course, yeah. So then we end up sitting together the whole flight. She's telling me about her family, her grandkids, her daughter, her whole family, and the whole plane was silent, just the two of us chatting away, just enjoying the company. And then when we get there, so I help carry her bags off the plane. I go to the baggage claim, help her get her checked luggage, and take it out to the curb where her son is picking her up. And she was so grateful and just, oh, you're such a sweet boy, and just buttering up my ego. And and it was honestly a blessing to me that I was able to spend time with her and meet someone new and just take advantage of the opportunity that God put me in to be a blessing to her. That was just one example. There were many more. Another example was after I was working from home for the day, I was leaving my apartment to go run some errands, and there was this older gentleman in the parking lot trying to change his tire. So I walked up to him. By this time, I'm used to God putting these people in my path, so I didn't even hesitate this time. I walked up to him and say, "Hey, do you need a hand?" He was like, "Oh yeah, that would be great." So I ended up helping him change his tire. We have a great conversation. Really, really lovely, nice man. And I was able to put his tire on and help him out, which he expressed that he actually had bad knees, so it was really hard for him to be able to bend down and do all that. So he was just very grateful, and again, it was a blessing to me that I was able to help out this gentleman, and it was a blessing to me that I was just able to use some of the basic skills God gave me to be a blessing to him, and it was a blessing to me in return. Another example of this, which happened more recently, was in a Taco Bell parking lot. I was leaving with my food to go home, and it was nighttime. It was dark. It was probably like 8 or 9 o'clock at night, and I see there's what looked like a mother and daughter who have a very flat tire, and they have like a blanket out on the ground and everything, and they really look like they've been trying for a bit. And So I'm like, oh, should I go up to them? It's kind of late. Like, I don't want to freak them out by some strange man walking up to them asking if they need help. So as I'm struggling with this, like, oh, should I go up to them? Should I not? I'm finally just, as I'm driving away, I roll down my window and I'm like, hey, do you guys need a hand? And they're like, oh, yeah, that would be great. And so I park. I go assess the situation. I realize their jack they're using is missing the handle, and which makes it not usable. So I go to my car, I grab my jack, I jack up their car, and then their lug nuts are like stuck and seized a little bit, and so it was just making it harder to take the wheel off. And it was just amazing to me that like God was using me to, and the skills I had to be able to help them out. They were so grateful. They were like, oh, we would have never been able to do this without you. Thank you so much. And I was just happy that I could just help them out, get them back on the road, and being able to get them home, because being stranded out at night is no fun, let's be honest. And so it was a huge blessing to me just to see a direct answer to prayer, and that God used me just to do a basic thing to be a blessing to that mother and daughter in the Taco Bell parking lot. So the most amazing part about these experiences is that they were direct answers to prayer. I would pray the night before or the morning of, and then God would put someone in my path, whether it was helping a lady get through the airport and carry her bags, or changing someone's tire for them in a parking lot. It was just amazing to me. Like, it built my faith so much that God would just directly answer my prayers like that. Just, yep, here's someone to help. And it was just incredible to see, and it was a huge blessing to me. And these experiences are experiences I will never forget, and they will last with me for the rest of my life.